Hey there everyone, I am Thakard and welcome back to more Starfield. Alright, so last time, what did we do last time? I think we were doing some of the Crimson Fleet stuff. It's been a while. All right, sorry, was reading that. So, after I recorded the last couple of episodes, my computer was acting a little bit weird, I guess you would say. I was getting more crashes and different things like that. Why, I couldn't really tell you. So I thought maybe, I think it's doing some stuff, turning those mods on. So I thought that maybe it was just like heat buildup in the computer. So I took my computer all apart, grabbed myself an aerosol can, sprayed out all the dust in there, and there was a decent amount. Not catastrophically, but decent enough to where when my temperatures after were about 8 degrees cooler. So, I mean, there was enough that it was worth it, you know? That being said, when I put everything back together, here we go. Breaking the bank. All right, so where are we going now? Follow Neva, yes. So, when I put everything back together, my computer decided that it did not want to boot up whatsoever. Windows would not load.
I always thought heat leeches were just pets.
And so,
Never considered trying to raise one as a pet.
can I take this?
Like
I can't.
having your own terror wolf.
Okay. Anyways, so it just would not work whatsoever. So I had to reinstall Windows, and then I realized that I didn't have a USB drive big enough for Windows. So I went and I bought a USB drive. And then I thought, well, what if it's the drive that's bad, you know? And so I was like, okay. So I went off and I bought myself a new install drive and got it all installed. And I've had 0 crashes for anything. So I think most of my issues were window corruption issues.
I'm not going to be very disappointed.
But I have a feeling you're going to make more money off this thing than I am.
Well, that's because you'd be absolutely right. You see, everyone above you in the fleet is making more than you are off the same gig. That's why we're all fighting our way to the top. Understood?
Fair enough.
Good. Now, you might want to hand over that award before I have you tossed off the key. Just a thought. Well, look at that. You followed my directions, and now you're gonna end up with some credits in your pocket. That about does it then. Hell of a deal for both of us, I'd say.
Indeed.
Anyway, here's your cash. Keep this up, and I might even start respecting you. All right, Fleet?
6,000.
We've all got work to do, so let's get to it.
Yeah, 15.6. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm still trying to work on some of my settings here. Going to see if I can pull down my lights a little bit. Just shining in my eyes. All right. I might get a little bit stuff on my edges here, but I'll deal with that at a later date. Report mission progress to the UC Vigilance. Will do. All right, cool. Yeah, so
Here to upgrade that ship of yours?
I could. Nah, we looked at stuff before. Not gonna do it right now. All right. let's bounce and head back towards the Vigilance. So yeah, I didn't want to spend too much money on stuff, you know. So I was like looking, you know, it's like, oh, okay. So I figured I would just replace it with something similar to what it was. And it's one of those things where I built this stuff so long ago that the drives that I like wanted to find, thing doesn't even exist anymore, you know? So it was like, all right. So I actually got a little bit of an upgrade. My install drive was originally all of 125 gigs. That's all it needed to be. At the time, it cost me quite a bit, but now things are not nearly as expensive. It's kind of great. All right, let's go. We're about, what, a quarter of the price of what I paid originally. I just stuck a 500 gig in there. I could have done better than that, but I didn't really want to spend too much money. It's amazing how the prices on a lot of things have come down. We'll just board. I was thinking about taking a nap before this, but I think we'll be fine without. So yes, I had to reset everything, so my sound levels might be a little bit off.
Maintenance crews are the unsung heroes.
I've tried to get them kind of where they were before, or at least what I thought they were. So if things sound good or worse, please tell me. I'll try and get them fixed.
Yes. What?
Same as with like the camera.
So I heard there was a bit of excitement on the Siren of the Stars.
What?
Your handiwork, I assume?
No, what? Who's travel fast here?
We told you we'd be keeping tabs on you. So, did you get information for us or not?
Yes. And I heard there were no casualties.
That was
excellent work.
Except for the eclectic hit squad that you took down at the archives. We've taken care of that mess, by the way.
Speaking of which, I assume you copied the information from the Galbank's computers. Let me see what you got. So the legacy went down at Bannock 4. Bannock 4. Why does that sound familiar, Toft?
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant, sir. There isn't a ship in the fleet that could safely get near that type of world.
We got it. We'll figure it out.
It sounds like you admire that lunatic.
I don't admire him, but you have to admit, he's been clever.
I think his gospel's gone straight to your head. Maybe we made a mistake choosing you for this assignment.
That's enough, Lieutenant. Even if Delgado has an immediate solution to the EM problem, there's still the matter of tracing the legacy's transponder signal.
They think something called the comm spike will solve that problem.
They have information about the comm spike? Damn it.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device, sir.
No.
Okay. It's like you're not supposed to, dude.
It's an advanced signal decryption and tracking device that the UC Navy's been working on for years.
It's also really hot here right now.
Out about that.
There
Today
must
it was
be an
like
information leak
mid-90s.
somewhere, sir.
Tomorrow
It's the
and
only
the
thing that
next
makes
2 days
sense.
after that
I'll see
will
what I can
be
find out.
above
Fine.
100.
This is
It
what
is-
we're going to do. You keep playing along.
The
and go
air
after
right
the
here
comms.
isn't working very well.
Lieutenant Doft and I will see what we can find out about.
That's why I
Bannock.
look like a sweaty pig today.
Perfect. Just stick with the plan, and we'll see who gets to Krix's legacy first.
All right.
Nice work on the siren. You keep this up, and this operation might finally get the folks at NAST to shift resources.
The fleet killed a buddy of mine. This is more than a job for me.
Yeah, you know, if the fleet wasn't, you know, so bloodthirsty, they would be kind of cool. But, yeah. They're full pirate, you know, stabby, stabby. Pillage and plunder and all that good stuff.
Nice. Clean sep there.
All right, where are we headed? Meet Neva and Jasmine on the quay. I guess I'll do that later on. I think that's kind of like a collection type thing. An overtime type stuff. So basically all we were doing there is just reporting in. And then once again, it's back out to Krix. All right.
Jump complete. Propulsion restored.
And docking. A lot of back and forth right now. You're kind of trying to get two stories that are fighting back and forth, so I understand why. I do kind of want to get out and break something, or shoot something, or steal something, or something. Rick. This episode itself is probably not going to be as long as some of the others. Still trying to get all these things sorted.
All right, Jazz. What do you got?
According to the latest, the comm spike is being developed at UC Star Station SY-920. Location undisclosed.
Fantastic. So how do we disclose it?
We could lean on your smuggling contact. Call in that favor. You know who I mean.
Our friend on Jimson. Nice one, Jazz. I'll make the arrangements.
Okay.
All right, Rook. Next stop, New Atlantis. Your connection is Juan Dayu. She's got most of the premium UC smuggling routes locked down tight. If you don't piss her off, she should be able to sneak you past SY-920's security.
Just remember to count your fingers after you shake hands with her.
In that case, I think I'll just wave hello.
I sure hope so. 'Cause she might be our only crack at finding a decent decryption device. Once Juan gets you past the guard dogs, it's gonna be on you to locate the comm spike. According to the data we have, it's in the prototype phase, meaning there should only be a single device aboard the station.
Basically, you break it, you bought it.
All right, we'll bring it back in one piece.
You'd better. For your sake.
How would you even know?
And one more thing. SY-920 is a UC military installation. That means it's guarded by heavily armed troops. And we both know those idiots don't mess around. If you intend to turn the place into a shooting gallery, you might want to be sure you're hauling an arsenal, because you're gonna need it.
Nice.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so I'm gonna arrange a meeting with Juan at Kay's place in the well. In the meantime, I'll make sure Jazz comes up with a solution to the electromagnetic atmosphere problem at Bannock 4.
Okay, you'll make sure. More like, get drunk while Jazz does all the hard work. Typical.
Privileges of rank, my darling. We'll discuss it a little later. And you, get the hell out of here. And don't come back without that comm spike in your cargo bay.
What can you tell me about Juan?
I'm gonna leave that up to you, Rook. If you get into deep trouble and you think bringing her into the fold is gonna make the difference, tell her whatever you want. At some point, Delgado's gonna be promising everyone their cut of Crix's legacy. If we want him to stick with the fleet, it's inevitable. But until the money's within reach, the less people that know, the better.
All right.
We'll talk later.
We'll talk later. I thought there was a door there. Nope, here is the door. Headed back to New Atlantis. Meet someone in the well.
Every time I see Radley smile, I want to punch him in the face.
Poor guy.
I'm sure they're sad to see you go.
We are clear to maneuver. If we're gonna have to go down into the well, the entrance is over in the front area. I think some of my settings were changed. I'd have to mess with some of those settings at some point. I think I just armed a grenade, and that's not what I wanted to do. Let's try not to bomb the innocent civilians. Ooh. Try this again.
I'm sure they're sad to see you go.
All right. New Avalon? All right, says go through the residential. I don't think that's right. I think it's going to have me hop the train, but we shall see. Yeah. So I was right with how it... Why it does that, I don't know. Maybe technically it's faster than landing at the spaceport? Okay. Yeah, I think I need to mess with some of the settings in game. That's fine, we'll get it all sorted.
Ranger?
Always nice to see a fresh face around.
Okay, well that did not take me where I thought I was going to go.
Everyone's welcome, so long as you keep your hands to yourself.
So how the hell do I get over there? Oh. There's some stairs down this hallway. Perhaps, you know, these stairs.
I take it your neighbor's new recruit?
And you must be the smuggler.
Careful, the walls have ears. SY-920 is one of my regular stops, so I already have the necessary approvals. Neva says you're after a piece of UC tech. So to get it, we're going to need to get you on board. I can do that, but I have conditions. Good.
Okay.
If I can be candid, for this job to work, we'll have to do this my way. We take my ship, and you're a member of my crew. But make no mistake, once you board, the risk is entirely yours. This route is highly lucrative, and sacrificing it is not an option.
Well, at least you're upfront about it. I've worked with folks who'll say they got your back and leave you holding the bag.
Exactly. Telling you now will prepare you for what's to come. There's no safety net on this climb. In any case, when you're ready, meet me at my ship. It's the Jade Swan. And make sure you're prepared for the long haul. Once you're on board SY-920, you can't come and go as you please.
All right.
We'll
Not
talk
gonna
more on the
ask
ship.
anything else. We're keeping this need to know. Yeah, I have to go top set, don't I? Maybe I can... not mass. I want to go to here. There's the other ship. Wondering what this ship looks like. The Jade Swan. Cool name. Looking around while we do this. Industrial deck here. Oh yes, I can take stuff. I'm happy. Yep. Oh, I fell. Nice looking. Hello.
Looking for the next month.
Here's refined Varun. Damn it. Oh, I like that window. I know it's just a window. Leave me alone. Living quarters, storage. It is a big ship.
Yes?
All right, more storage. So how the hell do I keep going forward?
Glad you're in the fleet. If you weren't, I would have killed you already.
This one, I guess. Oh wow, big cargo bay. Look at that. Okay. It's kind of cool.
Nobody can stop the Crimson Fleet.
Pardon?
All right, a few things to note. When we get to the checkpoint, UC military will be hailing us. Let me do the talking. Pretend you're a piece of cargo if you have to.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Of course, I don't expect it to be.
Even I can keep my mouth shut if the occasion warrants it. What? I'm serious.
Right. I don't anticipate them boarding the ship, but even if they do, they won't be looking at the crew. Now, like I said before, once we take off, there's no turning back until this job is done. If you need to take care of anything before we leave, do it. If you want to ask me any other questions, go for it.
Let's go.
All right, then get comfortable. We leave for SY-920 immediately.
All crew prepare for takeoff. Routing power to engine and grab drive. All systems go.
I usually don't get to see this from this seat.
We'll graph drop the SY-920 from here. Don't worry about your personal ship. The fleet will make sure it's secure. You can take this time to prepare. Just try not to bother my pilot while they're flying.
Don't worry, Captain. I've spent half my life walking and chewing gum at the same time. I can handle a little banter.
Sounds like you're putting in a request for double duty.
Captain, I retract my earlier statement. For the record, I don't even like gum.
Noted. Just get us there safe.
Roger that.
Uh-oh, we got a red light here. We're gonna jump into the planet.
You've entered secure UC military space. Identify yourself or you will be considered hostile.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu, cargo class ship ID UC 7938, requesting permission to dock.
Identity confirmed. Prepare your ship for scanning. You're cleared to dock at docking bay 2.
Looks like we're clear. We'll talk more once we're docked.
I never get to be doing other things while I'm flying around. I really like this. Yeah? What?
Okay, we're in. First things first. The station is enormous, with checkpoints everywhere. To get past them, you'll need a military uniform. And to get a uniform, you'll need to get to the barracks. There should be a way through the vents. You can get to them via the maintenance store downstairs. There's an intercom there as well, where we can make contact. Once you get a uniform, it should be fairly easy to find an elevator to the command bay. But if at any point your cover's blown, I'm gone.
All right.
I would hope not. But if they do, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Either way, for now, get on that station and find that intercom. We'll talk more then.
Hey. All right, just gotta figure out how to get out of this ship.
Rolling in, life's good.
Let's go this way.
Always looking for the next mark. Yes.
Always. Okay. I think we will pause it right here for this episode. Like I said, wanted to do a little bit of a shorter episode today. Get us to a spot where, you know, we're headed into the next part of the story here, which will be sneaking around this station. So we will do that one in the next episode. Kind of got ourselves a little caught up on the story, and I'm happy with that. Like I said, it's kind of hot. And these lights are killing me right now. So I'm going to take a break, and I'll catch you all later on. You all have a wonderful day. See you later. Bye-bye. You'll need a uniform too.